Hello, everybody, and welcome to this captivating exploration of Jean Fragonard's Progress of Love collection. He originally had 4 pieces in this collection, but we're only going to talk about 3: The Pursuit, The Meeting, and The Lover Crown. The 4th one is called The Love Letters, if you would like to look into it on your own time, but we won't be getting into that one. So let's get into the journey of this collection with these 3 pieces and how it was depicted through Fragonard's Spartan yet evocative artistry. So diving into who commissioned the artwork, it was the Louis XV's 28-year-old mistress who in 1771 commissioned Jean-Honoré Fragonard to decorate her villa that she was getting. Her name was Countess du Barry, and she was given this villa, which was not too far from Versailles. It was called the Louveciennes. And Fragonard was hired to decorate one of the rooms in that villa, and he wanted to present a special series and a collection to be displayed in that villa. So even though these beautiful pieces sit at the Frick collection now, they do not know how they were originally intended to be displayed when the artwork was originally commissioned by du Barry. So we're going to direct our attention towards this corner salon of the palace of Louveciennes that is overlooking a garden. So as you walk into the room, you'll see 2 paintings, one on your left and one on your right, with the glass doors in the middle. The one you would see on your left is called The Pursuit. Now let's talk about Pursuit. The way it's painted, it's bathed in warm sunlight. 3 young girls are playfully sitting on the ledge right in the middle of all the greenery and the bushes. You can see the garden's tree branches that are creating dynamic diagonals that draw the eye upwards and to the right. This painting, The Pursuit, is all about action and surprise, with love's playfulness captured in a fun, evasive dance. You can also notice how Fragonard astutely captures the essence of chase through his exceptional composition and use of lines. The scene unfolds in this lush garden over here, where you can kind of capture the sense of the initiation of the progress of love. Basically, everything about this painting is about action and surprise and about being caught off guard. Nothing is planned, including the meeting of the 3 girls, as if it was an unplanned meeting. The next painting we would see in the palace, if you walked into the entrance, on the right of the glass doors to the garden, we would see the painting called The Meeting. This painting is all about action and 2 lovers meeting, and you can see the young man boldly using a ladder to reach the lady by climbing up the side of the wall. If we look closely to the girl's expression, it will shift to kind of like a panic as she listens to the rustling leaves and all the noise the boy is making. She is kind of looking over her shoulder to see if she was gonna be caught, with the young boy, and you could see the young boy kind of caught in mid-movement and kind of hesitant. He's just standing there kneeling on the wall, and he's trying to decide if he should jump over, retreat, go back, or jump off the wall. We can note how Fragonard employs a chiaroscuro to create a striking contrast between light and shadow. Now, if we were standing in the palace of Louveciennes, and if after we look at the meeting, we would turn around to the right and we would see the last painting that we were talking about, called The Lover Crowned. Now in this piece, we have 2 main figures who are in warm and bright garments. They are sitting kind of in the middle of the architecture, surrounded by flourishing trees and flowers. The girl, she has flowers in her hand of the crown, and she looks affectionately at the boy, who is gazing back at her adoringly as well. And above them, you can also see a statue of Cupid, who is sound asleep, which kind of adds the touch that the Cupid no longer needs to be doing his job, since the lovers have already met and are kind of sealing that bond. Now this piece is a little different from our last 2 pieces because it's this moment is kind of staged and arranged and not so much in the spur of the moment and spontaneous. You can tell this because of if you look in the corner right, you can see that this moment is being painted or captured by an artist, which kind of points us in the direction that it was staged and arranged. You can see Fragonard's skillful composition that places the figures against a backdrop that is, just full of lush floral trees, and it's harmoniously kind of blending nature and the figures and the characters and what they're wearing. Now, what's interesting about this collection in particular is that since it was commissioned by Dubarry, she actually didn't end up keeping this collection, and she rejected it. And Fragonard was forced to kind of hold on to the pieces for a while. He had the pieces in his possession for a long time. And then he eventually ended up putting it in his cousin's palace or house. And then eventually ended up at the Frick collection in New York, where we can go and view it ourselves. All right, thank you so much for listening and watching.